I am standing on an island that will play a dramatic part in the lives of our 16 castaways over the next 39 days. This is Exile Island. At least every 3 days, one survivor will be banished here, left to fend for themselves. They will have no idea what's going on back at camp, and they'll be forced to live by themselves till they return to the game. But there is a silver lining to Exile Island. It is a twist that could help one of our survivors win the $1 million and the title of Sole Survivor. It is a twist turning strategy on its head. These 16 castaways are arriving in beautiful Bermuda with nothing but their clothes on their back and their own unique story. They must work together to create a new society while battling the elements and each other. They must learn to adapt or they'll be voted from the tribe. In the end, only one will remain to claim the $1 million prize and the title of Sole Survivor. 39 days, 16 people, 1 survivor. The 16 of you to Survivor. Yeah, let's go. Okay, well, let me just start by saying this season is going to be different. You are not going to compete on this island, you're going to a different island. So then, what's the point of this island then? This is Exile Island. The winning team will select one member of the losing team after the challenge, and they will be abandoned, and that person will be abandoned here. That sucks. Yep, this seems like an interesting season. Okay, I'll give you a map to your tribe. Head on out. So, Jeff says this season's going to be different. He said there's a thing called Exile Island. Didn't give us much information other than the fact that one of us will be abandoned there after losing the immunity challenge. But part of me can't help but think that there's something more to this place. And in order to figure that out, I need to be there. So hopefully they select me if we are to lose. Otherwise, I probably miss out on a massive potential opportunity to figure out some information in this game. Well, this must be camp. Yeah, what do we do first? Let's do some introductions, I think. I'm down. Cool, let's do it. Okay, who would like to start? Oh, I'll start. Hi, I'm Angie, and I'm an extreme sport athlete. I'm Sue, I'm a construction worker. I'm Paul, and I'm a manager of a software company. Hi, I'm Brendan, and I'm an astronaut. Yeah, that's cool. Have you, been to space? No, but, I'm only young, so hopefully when I'm older. Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Natalie. If you can't tell, I'm a police officer. I'm Owen, and I'm a karate coach. Alright, I'm Carol, and I'm a science teacher. Oh, and I guess that leaves me. I'm Chase, and I'm a stay-at-home dad. The first impressions of my tribe is that we seem to be pretty unified, and I want to be tribe leader. I'll just throw it out there. So I'm going to try and take charge on the shelter building, and hopefully stuff good happens from there. We've got a construction worker, so hopefully she can help us build the shelter, and yeah, off to a good start. Oh no, it's slipping. Pull it up. No, I got you guys. I got you. Cool, thanks, man. You're Chase, right? Yeah, you're Carol and Natalie. Yep. Just out of interest, what are you guys out here for? Well, I obviously want to win the game, but I'm trying to get that money for my family. Same. I'll do anything for them. Well, I'm honestly out here for the same reason. I think since we're all out here for the same purpose, makes sense to form an alliance. I'm down. Yeah, sure, let's do it. I plan to play a kind of a villainous, dishonest game, but I will never ever lie when it comes to talking about family. Family always comes first. I really like Carol and Chase. I have good connections with them, and I'm going to try and take them as far as I can. Eventually, I'm going to have to vote one of them out, and that sickens me and that makes me sad, but that's just part of the game. These first 3 days are very important. They set the tone for what's to be expected from the season, and honestly making an alliance early on is definitely ideal, and hopefully I can make it far with Natalie and Chase. Is that where you wanted it, Owen? What? No, Brenda, no, that's the wrong spot. Oh my god, is my instructions not clear enough? Well, clearly not. God, what the hell's going wrong? This is so annoying. You need some help? Yes, that would be terrific, thank you. Why didn't you offer that before? Sorry, I was getting some supplies. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry, I'm getting stressy. Owen getting really stressful and stressing out a bit is honestly ideal. He's strong, he's a tribe leader, he might have good connections later on. So for my game plan, I need him out early, so if people find him annoying, then it should be an easy vote to get him out, and that's my plan at the moment. I'm coming in here, I'm playing really aggressively, I'm playing very strategic early on. I don't care if that puts a massive target on my back. If anyone wants to vote me out, they can go next. And I think that's about it. Well, congratulations everyone. Shelter's done. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Yeah, let's do it. We're done. Cool. I do tend to get stressful and stressy at my students, so getting stressful there was definitely in my character, and I have to learn to control it. And honestly, that outburst probably put me on the bottom of the tribe, which is not a good start to this game for me. Hey, I really like you three, because I think we contributed the most to building the shelter. Yeah. Yeah, that seems true. And, well, I have a feeling we should form like an alliance or like some sort of deal, because I have a feeling like Owen later on is going to be a very physical threat, and as a tribe leader he may have good connections with people, so I think we all need to form an alliance or some sort of deal to get him out. I'm down. Sure. Okay, cool. So Brendan made a 4-person alliance on day 1, which is understandable. It's pretty good to be in a big alliance like that early on, but he's a big threat and could potentially win this game if he makes it far. So I need to keep my eyes open for that, and any opportunity I have to blindside them and backstab them, I'm going to take it. And hopefully in the end they hand me $1 million and not him. Well, what did you think of that? I don't know if I really connect well with Brendan, but it makes sense to being in a big alliance early on in the game, have a few easy votes early on. Yeah, true. I'm down for that. I guess we should just go with it. Yep, I'm good with that. I say I get along with most people well in the tribe. It seems like I'm in a good position because there's a lot of outsiders, and I'm pretty sure everyone's willing to get rid of Owen because he's a good player, he's strong, and he's a tribe leader, but he's also kind of annoying, so people might want to get rid of him, which then leaves Carol, Natalie, Chase on the out, so we have 4 easy votes potentially going up to the merge, so we're in a pretty good position, I think. And honestly, I do like Sue, and I think me and her could form a pretty good alliance together, and maybe at the merge, me and her make some big moves. This is camp. Yeah, nice place. What should we do first? Maybe some introductions or something? I'm personally not a fan of that, but I'm open to opinions. Now, let's just do introductions there, buddy. Okay, sure. First impressions of my tribe. I'm already seeing people I like and I don't like. And I don't like Daryl, Chris, or Dan. They look like hard labor people. I don't like really hard labor people because they complain a lot about being poor when they should just get off their ass and do something for themselves. I'll start. I'm Katie. I'm in university studying to be a nurse. Hope you get there someday. Thank you. I'm Alicia, and I'm a volunteer. Okay. I'm Ken, and I'm a lawyer. I'm Chris. I'm a security guard. I'm Dan, and like I run my own mining area. So what's that? You're like, what does that entail? Well, basically, like, I have a bunch of workers and we have a bunch of machinery and we mine for gold. You ever successful? Sometimes, other times not really. It's a stressful business. I'm Grace and I'm a barista. I'm Courtney, and who's next? That leaves me. I'm Daryl and I'm a farmer. Okay, cool. Let's get to building the shelter. I get good feelings from my tribe, especially Daryl. I think I can work well with him. Chris, maybe. I think he's a hard worker. The thing is I don't like lazy people. I don't think anyone's going to really stand out as a lazy person. Ken seems to be a lawyer. That might be dangerous, so I potentially need to think of him as my first target. Alicia might be a hard worker as well, I'm not quite sure. But otherwise I get good first impressions from my tribe. Yeah, everyone's doing a good job. Got another block. Thanks, Dan. Hey, Daryl, just out of interest, what are these things meant to be for? Well, when it rains, rainwater will drip off those and we can collect some fresh water. Courtney, you want to lend a hand there? No, you've got a pretty good grasp on this. Plus, you're a hard labor. You should be doing this all the time. It would go quicker with you if you helped. Nah, I'm good. You're doing a good job. Why don't you just want to help? Like, it would be quicker. Because I don't have to listen to you. Like, Ken isn't helping. Why aren't you yelling at him? I'm going to help put up the shelter. Yeah, I've already assigned him a job. So why don't you go and help the girls? Let me think about that. No. I simply don't have patience for slackers. I would have yelled at her, and I would have continued arguing with her all day until she did some work. But out here, you can't do that. It would have been a bad first impression, so I'm going to be the bigger person here and just, like, not get involved. She can be the first person out if she wants, that's fine with me. She's not staying around here very long, as long as I'm in charge. Well, Daryl, you handled that well. Thank you. There was no need to get angry. Otherwise, that would have been just bad toxicity around the camp. Yeah, I would have definitely shouted at her. Same. Well, if we all work together, we can try and get rid of her. Yep, there's three here. Alliance here. Yep, I'm good with that. So Courtney decided to really show her true colors, and we're like 3 hours into this game, so it's pretty easy that we can form an alliance off that, signed in Courtney's blood. So yeah, pretty good start for me, and hopefully these me and Daryl and Dan can go all the way. Okay, well that was sure interesting. Yeah, so I suppose it looks like Courtney's gonna go home regardless. Yeah, it looks like that. But, oh no, what are you gonna do? Well, I'm not gonna propose working with her. Well, I kind of am. We could use her as a shield later on. Okay, that seems smart. I mean, like, we're gonna have to work with her. I mean, like, but if it comes down to it, we probably wouldn't go down to rocks for her. If the votes do fill up on her, we'll just vote her out. She's not really important to our game. She could just be a pawn in a chessboard. Okay, sure. So, I want to win this game, and in order to do that, I need to make some big, bold moves. So it's important to me that I have a meat shield, and at the moment, that's Courtney. She's the perfect one. I've got good connections with Katie and Grace. I'm going to try and make good connections with Courtney so she trusts me, and hopefully in the next few days I can make some moves, and when it's suddenly things go south, I can just turn on Courtney. I like Katie. Ken is kind of a loose cannon. I didn't actually see him pulling out the strategy early on, but he's going to do it anyway. Courtney is an absolute jerk. Yeah, and I don't really want to work with her, but Ken's assuring us that she's only working with us as a vote, which is good. Courtney can think she's in charge of the game, but she's not. It's basically me. But I want to try and make good connections with everybody in this game at some point, and try and get info from everybody else, so when time comes to make a move, I know who else would want to make a move with me. Well, that was sure interesting. Yeah, so are we going to go with it? I think it's smart, but I feel still feel like we should keep our eyes open, you know? I mean, yeah, but I really like Ken. I think he's smart, and he's using Courtney as a meat shield, so that might make him a big threat as well, so we can use him as a meat shield. True, that's a good point. So, I remember watching Season 2, Cassandra made it all the way to the end through good connections and the fact that she wasn't a big player, so if I can slip under everyone's radar and kind of play the similar game to her but make bigger moves in the process, and in the end try and sway the jury on my side, I hopefully will win. So I'm kind of playing the same game like Cassandra, just a lot more aggressively, and hopefully then I can win the game. So you should be going home first if you don't listen to me. Really? Okay. What do you want to say? So I think half the group of the tribe just don't like you. Okay. And, well, if you work with me, Grace, and Katie, we can assure you a tie, and then maybe try and flip Alicia or Chris onto our side in the revote. Okay, I guess I've got to do whatever it takes to stay in the game. If she doesn't want to work with me, that's her problem. I'm not going to try and keep her in the game for anything. She's going home. If she does want to work with me, that's good for me, and I guess good for her. So, hopefully, things go well for me. I am not a fan of being told what to do. So, if Ken expects to run the show, he can. But in the end, it's going to be me running him. It's just going to be like that. I've got the right amount of strategic ability to do it. And if Dan, Daryl, and Chris want to think I'm a bad person and try and vote me out, then that's just their fault. So, quite frankly, I don't care about anyone in this game, but I'm going to have to if I'm going to stay in the game. So, I'm going to put my opinions about other people aside from now on and just try and focus on the strategy part of this game. Are you ready to get to your first immunity challenge of the season? Yeah. For today's challenge, 2 members of each tribe will race out into a sandpit and try and dig up some balls. They will then proceed to give it to a thrower, and the thrower will then proceed to knock down 4 members of the opposite tribe. The other 2 members of the tribe will proceed to block the ball from hitting one of their teammates. First team to knock over the other team's 4 opponents wins immunity, safe from the vote. Losers, tribal council, where somebody will be the first person voted out of this game. Alright, give you a moment to strategize and pick your positions, and then we'll get started. For Tulutu, we have Brendan, Angie, Paul, and Sue on the beam. Natalie is defending. Carol and Chase are collecting the balls from the sandpit, and Owen is firing at Slintu. And for Slintu, we have Courtney, Katie, Ken, and Dan on the beam. Chris is defending. Grace and Angie are collecting the balls, and Daryl is shooting. Survivors ready? Go. 4 seekers are searching for their team. Grace comes up with a ball. Chase comes up with a ball. Both teams are doing good so far. Grace gets her ball to Daryl. Chase gets his ball to Owen. Both men can start throwing. Daryl knocks Angie off. Chris stops Owen's throw. Slintu have a lead. Alicia has a ball. Carol also has a ball. Daryl now has the ball. So does Owen. Owen needs to knock down a person quickly. He jumps the wrong way, and Paul gets knocked off. Chris jumps the right way, but Owen knocks off Katie and Courtney. Tulutu are back in this challenge now. Alicia has another ball for Slintu. Chase has another ball for Tulutu. This is really close challenge. Men have their next ball. This challenge is really close. However, both defenders defend the ball. Both tribes are still even. Grace finds another ball. So does Carol. These teams are very even so far. Both men have another ball. Natalie defends the ball. And Ken falls. Tulutu have a lead. Chase and Alicia have a ball. Both men have their next ball. Tulutu can win it all right now. Chris stops it. And Sue falls. Slintu are back in this challenge. Carol's got another ball. So does Grace. This could all be over soon. Both throwers have their next ball. Who will take home the win? Brendan falls over. And only seconds later, Owen knocks off Dan, but it is too late. Salento wins immunity and is safe from the vote. Okay, well, first things first. Before I send you guys back to camp, Salento, you got to pick one person from Tulutu to send to Exile Island. Who's it gonna be? We're gonna pick the guy in the red. That's Chase. Chase, come over here. A boat will pick you up. Anyway, head back to camp. I'll see you tonight for Tribal Council. Winning is such a great feeling, as no one's really spoken to me, so I have a feeling my name's probably out there. So winning is good. So it means I'm here for another 3 days, so I can start trying to form some alliances. What's all this? So I was somewhat happy to be able to go to Exile. Part of me is a little bit nervous as I'm not at camp, so I don't know if people are going to plot against me, and I don't know what to think what's going to happen here, but everything seems normal. There's a pot of rice, there's a lot of place to sleep, there's trees around and stuff, and there's a treasure chest, which seems a little bit odd. I'm just going to check if it's unlocked and see what's inside. There seems to be a note. This is a clue to the hidden immunity idol. Never heard of that before. I am underneath something that everyone uses in Survivor to help them survive. Well, that's a lot of things. Food, water, fire, trees, wood, I don't know, rocks. So, I guess I'm going to have to get searching. The clue is very vague. The only thing I got from it is that it's probably not going to be sand or gravel or little pebbles, because you barely use that. So the first thing I think of is it's around a tree, and so there's a lot of trees in this stupid island. So that's the first place I'm going to start looking. Nothing under this tree. Nothing around the back either. Well, if it isn't trees, then it might be in the rice bucket. I mean, we do have a lot of food. No. Nothing seems to be in here. Where the hell is it? So the rational thinking is it's not going to be in a river or even in the ocean. I looked around the well, couldn't find anything there. So it's getting kind of dark, so I'm just going to see what happens, because I should be going back to camp soon. That sure was unfortunate. Yep, I'm sorry about that, guys. Same. It's okay. We only lost by seconds, so we should be able to get back next time. So yeah, I'm a little nervous. I think I cost my team the challenge, but Natalie was also taking a little bit of the blame because she could have defended better. But no one's really come up to talk to me, so I'm nervous. I was thinking of throwing Natalie under the bus, but that's probably not the smartest idea. I think me and her should probably try and stick together because we're two very strong people. Can I talk to you guys? Yep, sure. So I'm not really in an alliance with anybody, so I want to work with you guys. This doesn't mean I'm like joining your alliance. I want to work with you guys for a vote. You can join the alliance. Can I? Yeah. Okay. So what's the plan? Well, when Chase gets back, then we'll have 4-4. I think we go after Angie. Why Angie? I mean, she is the weakest member of that group, so I presume that's, I guess, the smartest option. Okay, I'm down for that. Tonight, my alliance is voting for Angie, but that doesn't make me any less nervous. Me and Chase were had probably the weaker job on the tribe in that challenge. Especially because if they are to target me, they're making a big mistake, first of all, because I may be a science teacher and I may not look physically strong, but I do swimming a lot and I'm a very good swimmer, and I think that's a very good skill on Survivor. I mean, like, if we don't come up to a swimming challenge, then yeah, maybe they probably should have voted me out. But hopefully we do come up to a swimming challenge where I can prove my abilities. Are you still good with voting Owen? Yep. Sure. Alright, cool. Owen goes home. Just out of interest, like, why Owen? Like, why can't we get rid of someone like Carol or Chase? Because Owen's a massive threat, but he helps us win immunity challenges. Yeah, I know that, but in the long run, he's going to be a massive threat, and he could, like, muscle his way to the end. That makes sense? Okay, I'll do it. If Paul backs out on the alliance, then all hope is lost, because then that side grasps a 5th member, and then one of us goes home. Hopefully it's not me. I try to prove to myself in that challenge that I'm also quite a strong player. The strategic move would be to get rid of me, but I don't see them doing that. I'm the only smart person on this tribe. To be honest, Brendan kind of annoys me, but it doesn't seem smart to flip on my alliance, so tonight I'm voting for Owen. It might tie 4-4, but hopefully out of paranoia that side will flip, otherwise we're going down to rocks, and maybe at the end of the day somebody from my side, maybe even me, gets paranoid and flips on Brendan and votes out, and then no, whoever that side votes for. Hey Brendan, what do you want? Well, I don't want to really leave you out of the loop, so my alliance is voting for Owen. If you two plus Chase do it, it's unanimous. We'll think about it, I guess. Cool. Let me just ask you one question. Yeah? Why Owen? Well, we thought he blew it in the challenge today. No offense to you. I mean, like, you, to be honest, you didn't really perform very well. No, I admit it. So, that's why. And he's a little bit annoying when it comes to being tribe leader, so we just get rid of him. He kind of drags down tribe unity. Okay. Cool. So what did you think of that? I mean, like, we are kind of nervous about the vote, so it kind of makes sense to go with it, but at the same time, I don't 100% trust him. That's the only interaction I've had with him. Yeah, no, I don't buy it either. Why? It just doesn't make sense to get rid of our strongest person. There must be a different reason. What reason could that be? I reckon Brendan, he's smart, he's an astronaut, well, kind of, and you need to have a really good IQ for that, so he's smart, and he's kind of strong. So, Owen is possibly a big threat to him. Wow, how did you get that? I'm a police officer, I have to deal with that all the time. I'm, like, made to read people. Okay. It appears Brendan has come out here to play Survivor, and he's playing Survivor aggressively. So, I want to play Survivor aggressively as well, so he is a big threat to me now. So he has to go in the first tribal council tonight. It's probably a big move on my part. I have nothing against having big moves, but I want to be the one controlling this game, so Brendan has to go. Hey guys. Oh, hey Chase. Come and tell us all about the Exile Island. Okay, it's Brendan tonight. Thank you. Okay, well anyway, when I first got there, there was a chest, and I opened it, and inside was this piece of paper, and there's this thingy, hidden, or object, whatever it's called, hidden around the island. It gave me a clue, and it said it could help me potentially win the game. Did you find it? Sadly not. Didn't really give me a lot of time. Okay, we believe you. Yep, get back to camp. The first thing I hear is from Natalie is that the plan tonight is to vote for Brendan. That kind of took me by surprise. So I need to have a conversation with her to understand why. I'm probably going to put his name down regardless, but I just need to get a heads up because I've missed quite a bit. So why is it Brendan tonight? So he came up to me and Carol and said, we're voting for Owen, we just don't want to keep you out of the loop. And immediately I just thought, well, he's smart, he's obviously really smart because he's an astronaut, and he's pretty strong as well. He's got good physique, and Owen probably poses a massive threat to him, and so there was more to it than met the eye. That's very interesting to know. Cool, let's get rid of him. Cool. Hey Natalie, how are you? I'm good. So you're in a software company? You want an alliance. How did you know? Well, you asked me how I was going, and normally that's how you start a conversation to start an alliance. Yep, true. So, the thing is that Brendan approached us, and he wants Owen out. Yeah, I kind of know. Oh, anyway, I think Brendan's a massive threat, and I think maybe I'll become a big threat. But if you work with us, you can be in a 5-person alliance that's much bigger than the 4-person alliance you're in. That's true. Oh no. So Natalie approached me, and she said to me that Brendan approached her and that he told her to vote out Owen alongside Carol and Chase. And Natalie now thinks he's a big threat, which is obviously the truth. And honestly, she gave me a good proposal, and maybe I might go with it. I kind of want to play it on a bit of a risky game, and honestly, flipping now would be risky, but it's never good strategically to flip on your alliance day one. So yeah, big questions to be asked tonight. Oh, I love spying. Spying just gives you a lot of information. Paul looks like he might flip, so, and it's all because of Natalie, but it's getting too late and too close towards Tribal to flip the plan onto Natalie. So my goal tonight before Tribal is to try and get Paul to stay on our side so we can go in 4-4 tonight, and then try and get one of them to flip in the revo, and then Natalie goes home in the next Tribal Council, because this game is mine, Natalie, no one else's. I am dominating this game, and she's the only person who stands in my way, and you know what? It kind of pisses me off that this tribe is smarter than I thought they were. Hey Brendan, do you want to have a conversation just before Tribal? Just to release the pressure, you know? Okay. So how's the software company? It's good. Why are we doing this? Well, because here's the thing. I don't want you to flip. You spied on me, didn't you? Yes, but before you get angry, I just letting you know that you don't have to flip. There is no reason to flip. But it will go in 4-4. Yes, but out of paranoia, one of the other side will flip as well. Yeah, but what if they don't? Then we go down to a rock draw. I don't want my game to be decided in the first round by silly, stupid rocks. It won't. Trust me. I'm pretty sure Carol's naive. Chase is probably a liar. I don't think Natalie's going to flip. And, well, Owen can't vote anyway, so, yeah. And, well, if we are to pull it off, then I can offer you final 2 with me. I don't really care about the other 2. I care about you the most because I think you're generally the smartest one, and I have your best interest at heart. Well, thanks, man. I have a lot riding on my shoulders tonight. I can go one way, tie the vote, and it might go down to rocks, and then my game gets screwed over. But if I go the other way, then I'm definitely not guaranteed final 2 with them, and probably going to get voted out the first chance they get to vote me out. I don't really trust Natalie as much as Brendan, but at the same time, I've just got to do what's best for my game tonight, and what I think's going to help me in the long run. Welcome to Lutu, the Tribal Council. Owen, are you nervous knowing that you slipped up today? Yeah, Jeff. I might be going home, I might not be, but there were seconds into today's challenge, so I don't think tonight's vote should be based on weakness at all. So what do you base it off tonight then, Natalie? Do you trust somebody? Do you not trust somebody? Are they a big threat? Are they not such a big threat? Do they benefit your game? I'm just listing off every single possibility, and one of them's correct. Brendan, are you on the right side of the vote tonight? You have no idea till the votes are read, Jeff. It's been 3 days out here, Paul. Has there alliances been voted, popping up? I mean, yeah, you can't expect there not to be alliances yet, and honestly, there probably is. Are you in one? I don't believe I'm allowed to say, Jeff. So, Angie, what do you soak up about the pressure on tonight? Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on tonight, and I soak it up pretty well. You just have to relax a bit, and you just need to clear your mind, because you're going to make a decision in the end of the day. And to go up there and put a name down, it's tough, but you know that's just part of the game. Okay, well, with that, it is time to vote. Angie, you'll start us off. Survivor is one dirty game. I'm gonna have to catapult you back home. You're a snake in every aspect of the word, and I can't wait for you to go home. I'll tally the votes. Person with the most votes must leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Brendan. Second vote, Owen. 1 vote Brendan, 1 vote Owen. Third vote, Owen. That's 2 votes Owen, 1 vote Brendan, 5 votes left. Fourth vote, Brendan. That's 2 votes Brendan, 2 votes Owen. Fifth vote, Brendan. That's 3 votes Brendan, 2 votes Owen. Sixth vote, Owen. That's 3 votes Brendan, 3 votes Owen, 2 votes left. Brendan. That's 4 votes Brendan, 3 votes Owen, 1 vote left. Eighth vote. And the first person voted out of Survivor Bermuda, Brendan. Brendan, that's 5. That's enough for tonight. I'll need you to bring me your torch. Brendan, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Well, the 7 of you have just had a taste on what this game is all about. You guys are divided. Will this change? Only time will tell. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Good night. Well, this certainly is a tough pill to swallow, because I felt like I was going to dominate this game. I'm honestly surprised that a group of dumb people managed to make such a smart move. I mean, like, good on them. They finally achieved something in their lives. I was going to run all over them if they didn't vote me out early, and they decided, you know what, let's vote him out early, much to my disbelief. I really hate Paul. I thought I had something going with him, even though I was lying to him the entire time. But he's the main reason why I'm here.